We're joined now by John Affleck-Graves. It's hard to believe this will be John's last Notre Dame Day interview as the university's executive vice president. After 15 historic years in the role and 33 years at Notre Dame, John will retire this summer. Congrats on your retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
It's wonderful to be here, always is.
We're happy to have you. In fact, I'm remembering my first Notre Dame Day interview was with you a few years back. We understand you've been working at the university since 1986. Can you tell us about how this university and the Notre Dame family have impacted your life?
33 years is hard to believe, but impacted in so many ways. I'd say the biggest impact was the joy of having both my daughters come here. And my oldest daughter and her roommate in Howard, married roommates from Soren Hall, and have been lifetime friends together. They had their families together. My younger daughter was Notre Dame grad, and so that's been the biggest impact. And then, of course, all of our friends on the faculty, on the staff. I'd say that one of the biggest impacts has been the students, and just been so lucky to have so many great students. Some of them have written me such beautiful letters when they heard that I was retiring. I was in New York last week, and one of my students from over 20 years ago came up and gave me a beautiful card and a bottle of whiskey. Well, I enjoy the whiskey, but I'll treasure the card. She said some beautiful things, and that's what it's about being a teacher, and that is my life, and so just an enormous impact.
Well, we appreciate everything you've done here, and you certainly know what I'm about to ask. Of course, this is the common question when you announce retirement. What will you do once you retire in July?
Yeah, it's interesting because I'm retiring from my position, but not from the university. So I'll go back to my love of teaching. Let's go back to the Mendoza College of Business and round out my days teaching students, which is my great love.
And since you became the executive vice president in 2004, you've overseen the physical growth on campus. Can you tell us about how some of those new spaces are furthering the mission of the university?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, it is so important that when we do all the building on campus, they get so many questions about it. But we do think a lot about the mission. And so when I think of it, I think of what's our most important mission, right? Our undergraduate education. And so what I'm particularly proud of what we've done is the 6 residence halls, so Duncan and Ryan and Flady and Dunn, and now Baumer, and then the new women's residence hall that's under construction. Residence hall just plays such a critical role in the life of our students. And then this center, the Duncan Student Center, such a beautiful center for the students. I think those are really important businesses, buildings that are mission fits. And then on the research and scholarship side, we've been able to do Eck Hall of Law and Steyer for business, the professional schools. We've done Stinson Remick for engineering, and then, of course, Jenkins and Nanovic, which do political science, economics, sociology. O'Neill has done music and sacred music. Corbett has done psychology and anthropology, and we have the new School of Architecture, and then McCourtney does engineering and science research. So really building on our scholarship, and not just for our faculty, but also we have so many students working in those labs, working with faculty one-on-one. And then finally, I think, critical to us is that our Catholic identity impacts everything that we do. And so we've really worked hard on putting beautiful chapels in the residence halls and doing chapels in the old dorms, renewing them. And I think that's a really important part of what we've done. And putting chapels in other buildings, like the engineering building. And this summer, I'm very excited about a project we'll be starting, which is to go in and do some work on the grotto. It's possibly the most important personal space on campus, and it's in need of a little bit of repair. So we'll be doing some work on the grotto this summer. I'm very, very proud of that work.
A lot of exciting things happening. And during your time as EVP, there's been an increase in funding for financial aid. This is also one of the top campaign priorities for the university. Why is financial aid so critical to the Notre Dame experience?
Well, I think it comes right out of our Catholic tradition. We should be a Catholic school in Big C and in Little C, which means we're open to everybody. So everybody who gets admitted to Notre Dame should have the opportunity to come. And it should not be that they can't afford it. The onus is on us. We're a wealthy enough school. We have a nice endowment. People have been very, very generous to the university. But it's our responsibility to say to a young woman or a young man, if you get admitted to Notre Dame and you don't have the means, we will make a way for you to be at Notre Dame and have that wonderful Notre Dame experience.
Of course, that experience changing so many students' lives. over the
Absolutely,
years.
hopefully transforming their lives and going out and doing great things in the world, which is what our students do.
Absolutely. John, thank you so much for spending the time with us. And on behalf of the entire Notre Dame family, thank you for all you've done for Our Ladies University.
Well, thank you. So great to be with you.
Congrats
Thank
on
you.
your retirement.
Thank you.